I give up. I'd rather go to jail than to be a snitch.
Who said anything about jail?
Huh? I don't get it.
You will. It's like this. I'm through with not getting what I want.
What are you doing? I told you, I give up.
That's funny. I give up too. I give up trying to be a friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
No, you can't.
Can't I?
No!
Hey, welcome back to another statue review. Today we'll be doing the legendary scale Back in Black symbiote Spider-Man. I absolutely love the symbiotes. I always have. Carnage is my favorite character from Spider-Man, next to Spider-Man and Venom. I was so happy I picked this guy up. So this is a legendary scale. It's not to scale to anything, but if I had to guess, it would be about maybe half scale. The box is tiny. The bust is a decent size, so he is really nicely done. He looks awesome. He looks very reminiscent to the original design, rather than like what you would see nowadays, I think, with a slightly rounder head of the spider on his chest. The box is nice. It's a nice bust. Sideshow Collectibles, Marvel Universe, yes. It's from Max Productions as well. So these are limited to 300. Before I did this review, I looked underneath and I was like, oh damn, there's only 300. The bottom of the box is a little bit scratched up, so I thought it was 800. But yeah, he is only 300, and I like him even more now. You know, there's only 300 of this guy. It looks really nice. The muscle definition looks good. The bust itself is, I think it's too small. You know, I would like a life-size bust of this guy. As I mentioned before, it is the symbiote Spider-Man, so he is just painted one black color, but it doesn't take away from it. I really don't mind it. Like, a lot of Venoms have blue or purple or whites through it, but I don't think this is a downfall in this paint. I only say that because it does have a shine, but it's not matte. Like, it's not super shiny or it's not super glossy, but it's not super matte either. It's sort of in between where you do see shine, but not that much, I guess. But I do like the muscle structure on him. In the neck, in the collarbone, you can just start seeing the beginnings of his shoulders. His chest, he's got some chest muscle definition. You got some wrinkles around the neck area, as if he's wearing a suit rather than it being a living organism. And as he's turned his head, it started wrinkling a bit. He's got a little bit of a frown going as well. You can see his ears underneath the mask, his mouth, his nose. You can see a little bit of a frown underneath his mask. The spider looks really good. The reason why I like the spider so much is because it's very reminiscent of Secret Wars, where he does get the costume, and the head of the spider is very round. You know, depending on what comic you go from or who's wearing the symbiote, that doesn't necessarily stay round. It becomes an oval. Even in the comics, it becomes an oval or more of a triangle. You know, all sorts of different kinds of people have worn the suit, and depending on who's wearing it, and depending on who's drawing it, or the artist who's doing the comic, I guess have their own little spin. But yeah, I really do like it. It has some textures in there. It almost looks like it's leather, but it's not. It's more straight through rather than different textures throughout the whole thing. It has a little bit of a darker shade going around it, almost like a grey going around it through the white. That's the same with the eyes. It is a nice piece to have. I do wish it was a little bit bigger, but being a collector with space problems and or height problems, having something small like this that does add to your Spider-Man collection or symbiote collection, it is a nice size. But me personally, I would prefer it life-size, a little bit bigger. I guess that's why they do a legendary scale. There are legendary scale collectors out there. There's Alien, there's Predator, there's Marvel, I think there's X-Men as well. Spider-Man, there's a Venom, there's a Carnage, there's Spider-Woman, there's all sorts of different ones. One I really want is Black Cat. She looks epic. It's really nicely done. I do like the shape of the eyes. The only problem I have with this is he's got a weird shaped head or face. His nose seems to be a little bit pushed in and like front on. I think his head needs to be a little bit longer. It still looks nice, but it's nice to have him tilting his head a little bit where you don't see it as much. Even the box art moves away from that a little bit. It's all just front on, so his head's always tilted. But it looks nice. Yeah, I don't know what else to really say about this. It's probably one of my favorite Spider-Man pieces I have, and I've got Hot Toys, I've got premium formats, and you know, that kind of stuff. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. And give a like, give a comment. If you guys see anything in the back that you want me to review, let me know. I'm not too sure about the smaller stuff, but I can do them if you guys end up wanting that. But I will be doing most of the stuff and a lot of Hot Toy figures, or 1/6 scale figures. Anyway, thanks for watching. Stay safe.